10 ways to raise capital for success. Because wealth is more than what's in your wallet. When people hear the word capital, they think of one thing: money. But here's a secret. Some of the most successful and fulfilled people in the world started with little or no money. Yet they built massive success, and because they understood something most people don't. There are many forms of capital, and every one of them can be built. You can raise capital even when your bank balance is zero. Today, let's talk about 10 types of capital, and how you can start building each one logically, starting right where you are. 1. Social capital. People are your greatest resource. You may not have financial capital, but you have people. Social capital is the network of relationships that give you access to opportunities, information, and support. A young entrepreneur in Kenya wanted to start a food business. He had no money, but he had friends who were chefs, one who owned a camera, and another who managed a restaurant. Together, they created something from connections. How to raise it. Be genuinely helpful to others. Offer value before asking for help. Attend community events, workshops, and online spaces related to your goals. Stay trustworthy. Every favor and follow-up builds invisible wealth. Your next big opportunity probably won't come from a bank. In Renaissance fight, Sopernain and Soin. It's comfort from a person. 2. Cultural capital. Learn how to move through the world. Cultural capital is your ability to understand and adapt to different environments. A mechanic who learns how to communicate professionally, dress neatly, and understand customer expectations can double his income. Not because he's better at fixing cars, but because he understands people better. How to raise it. Learn the language of the field you want to succeed in, not just words but behavior. Study successful people, how they talk, dress, write, and think. Expose yourself to new experiences, books, cultures, or mentors. Cultural fluency opens doors money can't. 3. Intellectual capital, knowledge that pays forever. In a world of change, knowledge is the new currency. Someone who learns digital marketing or coding online can start a freelance career with no startup capital, just skill. How to raise it. Take free online courses, YouTube, Coursera, Google Skillshop. Read every day. Even 10 pages compounds over time. Solve real problems. Experience makes knowledge valuable. The more you learn, the more valuable you become. 4. Psychological capital. Build the mind that doesn't break. Every great dream faces storms, and your mindset is your shield. When J.K. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers, she didn't quit. Her resilience became her capital, and it turned Harry Potter into a billion-dollar story. How to raise it. Practice gratitude and positive self-talk. Set small goals and celebrate progress. Learn to see failure as data, not defeat. You can't always control life, but you can control your response, and that's power. 5. Erotic capital. Presence, confidence, and charisma. This isn't about beauty, it's about energy. It's how you present yourself, speak, and carry your confidence. A salesperson with a warm smile, neat appearance, and confidence sells more than one who looks down and mumbles. How to raise it. Practice body language and eye contact. Dress in a way that expresses respect for yourself and others. Smile, be approachable, and project positive energy. Charm, grace, and energy are tools anyone can develop. And they open countless doors. 6. Spiritual capital. Purpose is the fuel of endurance. When life hits hard, people with purpose don't collapse. They adapt. A teacher earning modestly but teaching with love has deep spiritual capital because her work aligns with her purpose. How to raise it. Reflect. What do you want your life to stand for? Spend time in silence, prayer, or nature to recharge your spirit. Serve something greater than yourself, community, faith, or cause. Purpose turns ordinary work into meaningful impact. 7. Health capital, the foundation of every dream. Without health, all other forms of capital crumble. A successful businessman once said, "I spent my health chasing wealth. Now I spend my wealth chasing health." How to raise it. Sleep well and eat real food. Move daily. Otsing Crown. Otsing Crown. Watsing Crown. Stretch or exercise. Protect your peace. Stress drains both mind and body. Your body is your business partner. Take care of it. 8. Experiential capital. Learn by living every experience. Even failure adds to your capital. An entrepreneur who failed twice in business has more wisdom than one who's never tried. Experience makes you more creative and decisive. How to raise it. Try new things. Volunteer. Start small projects. Travel. Learn trades. Reflect after each experience. What did I learn? Don't fear mistakes. They're tuition fees for wisdom. You grow every time you act. 9. Symbolic capital. The power of reputation. Symbolic capital is the value of your name. When someone says, if you recommend it, I trust it, you've built symbolic capital. How to raise it. Deliver what you promise. Be consistent. People remember reliability. Do good work even when no one's watching. Your reputation is your invisible currency. Protect it like gold. 10. Jurisdictional capital. The freedom to decide. This is one of the most powerful forms of wealth. Control over your own time and choices. A freelancer may earn less than a manager, but if they control their schedule and choose their projects, they are rich in freedom. How to raise it. Learn skills that give you independence. Freelancing, online work, or a side hustle. Manage your money wisely so you're not trapped by debt. Build systems that give you choices, not chains. Freedom is the highest return on any investment. So, if you don't have financial capital today, don't worry. Start building the other 9, because when you grow your social, intellectual, and psychological capital, money starts to find you. True wealth isn't about cash, it's about capacity. And capacity is something you can grow every single day. So don't say, I don't have money. Say, I'm raising capital. Because every book you read, every skill you learn, every connection you build, is a form of wealth compounding quietly in your favor. If this message inspired you, share it with someone who thinks capital only means money. Because the truth is, you already have capital inside you. All you need is to start using it.